Hello, my name is Peter, and today I'm going to show you this little treat I got for myself. As you can see, I selected the gift wrapping option when I checked out from Goldspot with this, and it seems pretty nice. This video is brought to you by APEALZ, so thank you, APEALZ. And as you can see, I also selected to have a gift note. This I haven't seen before, actually, that they wrote it out by hand. Dear Peter, have fun with this pen. Love, Peter. It's pretty cute. All right. Ooh. Quick little slice here. It opens up, and this is the pen. The VAC 700R by TWSBI. Okay, open, close. I think this is showing how to refill it. Ooh, look at this. This I like. That's a nice case. As you might know, I like demonstrator nibs, demonstrator pens, and it even comes in like a clear demonstrator-like case. Isn't that cool? TWSBI on the bottom. I've had a couple of other TWSBIs, the TWSBI Go, slightly more expensive but still a good starter version, the TWSBI Eco. Oh, there we go. Look at that. How do you... Oh, wow. I like this case. Look at that. I chose the kind. You might remember recently I got a pen with some pearlescent or kind of rainbowy finish to it. And so I also kind of on that trendy train. Trendy in my head, at least. There's some of that going on here. At the nib, there's like a rainbow finish. Around here, there's rainbow polish. And here at the cap where the logo is. Nice little rainbow accents. Here on the cap it says VAC 700R Taiwan. Doesn't seem to post that well, but that's not the end of the world for a pen like this. Feels good and bulky in the hand, but now let's try to put some ink into it. Of course, it seems appropriate to use this TWSBI ink. I like this because it has like a nice shiny lid to it. The bottle is frosted glass. Even on the bottom there's a logo there, so I don't know. It's nice. Okay. Open it like this. Oh, look at that. Comes the piston. Okay, I think I submerged the nib and then I push it down. Look, a bunch of ink shot up in there. Wow, that's a lot of ink too. I don't know if I really even need to do it again, because that's a ton of ink, more than most pens hold. See if we can find a test page in the sketchbook here. VAC 700R. Ooh, it's nice and scratchy with TWSBI ink. Feels great, actually. I'm really looking forward to drawing with this. It's got that cool rainbow colored nib. Plenty of ink in there. I'm happy with it so far. This is a good purchase. I'll put a link to it in the description. I'm going to leave the back open for now because I'm going to do a bunch more drawing. But if I was going to do a short session, I guess I would tighten this down, which pushes the plunger all the way in here to the end and cuts off the ink supply. And then it only has the ink that's left in here and in the nib to draw with. I guess when you're done drawing for the day, you want to close it out. You know, tighten it up. But I love how it looks, so shiny, colorful, but also a nice clear demonstrator pen. Now, some of you may remember that in the recent past, I've been working on drawing a series of APEALZ sticker designs that could be all placed next to each other and would morph together into one big awesome final design. And I finished the final drawing a couple of videos ago, so the whole thing is ready to be combined into one big cohesive and complete design. Remember that you too can also put any of your art onto APEALZ and order your own art. You can also sign up with the creator program to share your art and earn commission every time one of your designs sells. Right now on APEALZ.com, the Stoked on Summer promotion is in full swing. You can get $10 off when you buy a phone and a water bottle APEALZ using the code SUMMERFUN. That's right, stick it, remove it, reuse it. Here's the final design. Everything all combined and exodiated together. Nice. I like how that turned out. Check the link in the description. We've got this design available on all sorts of different APEALZ products. Every size, shape, and form factor you can imagine. And onto the drawing. A couple of brief notes about it. It went really good overall. But once again, the timeless, endless war of me versus the smudge continued. And it's a war that had let off briefly for a while as far as inking goes. I know I talked about smudging just last drawing because I was drawing with pencil, and that's a whole different type of smudge. But I had been used to drawing with like Noodler's black ink and platinum carbon black ink, and for some reason those don't tend to smudge as much, or maybe I'm just used to the speed at which they dry, so I'm less likely to put my hand upon wet ink. But here it seemed to get a little bit smudgy, and I think even dry ink, this dry TWSBI ink, was smudging a little bit. I noticed by the time I had finished the drawing, there was just kind of a general haze of smudginess around the drawing, and the bottoms of my fingers where I rested on the drawing were a little bit inkier than usual. That doesn't usually happen with some of the other inks I use. So I mean, I like this ink as far as its darkness and just the deep dark depths of it, you know, because sometimes you use an ink, it feels a little bit watery, or it feels more of like a shade of gray or shade of blue or purple or something. You just want good old-fashioned dark black ink, and this did that. It's just the smudge issue. Okay, moving on. Some other things have been happening in my life. Very importantly, I'll give you an update on how I'm feeling about this beard. I'm thinking I'll give it maybe another month and a half. At first I was thinking maybe to the end of the year, but just so you can brace yourself. Some of you seem to be a little bit attached to it, more attached to it than I am even. Hope you're not too attached to it. I mean, I could get the only reason I'm not getting a haircut immediately also is because I have noticed my hairline is receding. I think my hair is thinning already. I mean, by this time next year, I wouldn't be surprised if I was just completely bald. I mean, it seems like it's going fast. But my beard, I think I'll cut it off by the time this fall semester of school starts, which is like middle of August. Okay. Unless there's just like a total transformation by then. I'll give a more thorough beard review before I cut it off. But basically the main issue is it's mostly a neck beard, and it always has been. And it's also a little bit lopsided, but I do like how it feels, and I like not shaving. Those are two great upsides. It feels great, and the practicality and convenience of it is great. Yeah. In other news, like I said, the summer semester of school is completely done. I got 2 A's. That's right, straight A's, because a line between 2 points is a straight line. So even if I had gotten an F and an A, it still would have been a straight F A's, because it would have been a line from an F to an A, right? I was actually surprised to find out there's 2 summer semesters. I could have taken 2 more classes before things pick up again in the fall, but I'm pretty glad I didn't, because I was getting, like I've said a million times when I was talking about the summer classes, it just goes fast. I felt like I lived a whole lifetime in those 5 weeks of the summer semester. It was weirdly hectic, much hecticer much more hectic than any of the fall semesters felt so far. So I'm looking forward to the fall semester school starting again. I'm picking up guitar lessons again with a couple of my past guitar teachers did mention that either they or their girlfriends watch my YouTube channel, so I hope they don't listen to this one, but I've gotten now a third guitar teacher, and it's not really because I expect myself to become a master guitarist, some sort of maestro or virtuoso. I don't know what those words mean, but it has something to do with being good at music. It's just because it's nice to have a little structure in the week, I've found, because now it's like a month and a half or something, maybe two, I don't know. In the time between now and when school starts again, it's nice to have something scheduled at a certain time every week. And I do have that sometimes with some of my friends who I go see on Mondays and stuff like that. But even this, just a once a week class, and especially like being given a little bit of homework, something to work on in between. It just feels good. That little bit of structure is good for me. And I found that I like it. And it helps me thrive just a little bit, which is, but as far as me moving on to 3 instructors, I don't know. That's probably partly my fault, but I also am not blaming myself. Like, I can do that if I want to. I didn't have contracts with any of them. I didn't promise any of them that I would be their student for life or anything. And I'm sure it's probably actually a good thing, because I'm sure I can learn different things from all of them. The past 2 guitar instructors I just went to for like 3 months each. I probably do the same thing with this one. I'll probably stop doing guitar lessons also with this one once school starts again, and just continue to be a mediocre guitarist. And that's fine. Like I said, I don't have any lofty goals with this stuff. So also I just went to Savannah, Georgia. So me and a couple of my friends went there. We saw some of the incredibly old graveyards and huge, towering, overarching. I don't know what kind of trees they were. Oak trees? I don't know, but they're huge trees down there with incredible amounts of Spanish moss hanging from them that are very pretty. It's a nice town. It was a good time. Kind of just gave myself a little breather after finishing school. Like a little summer school semester treat to myself. And maybe buying this pen was a little treat too. How much was this pen? Oh yeah, this pen was like $65, which is a lot for a fountain pen. It's a lot for a TWSBI even, because the other 2 TWSBIs I have, the first one I ever got was the TWSBI Eco, and that was like $30-ish, I think. 25, maybe even like $32, I don't remember. And then there's a slightly cheaper version called the TWSBI Eco, which is closer to $18, $20, right? So this one is definitely a big step up. But the question is, do I think it was worth it? Yeah, I like this pen a lot. Not really sure what I would change about it. I know there are ways you can more fully fill. I don't know how else to say that. You can fill up the reservoir completely. You might have noticed at the beginning of the video, I only filled it up about halfway, but I've seen videos from, I think it was Brian Goulet has like a little demonstration video on YouTube where he shows how, like, little trick of filling up part way with the first plunge and then flipping it over, and then very carefully, something that it kind of stressed me out, even though I could see myself doing this too, of like squirting some of the air out of the top and then repeating the plunger motion to suck even more ink into there. I don't even completely understand how the vacuum suction filler upper mechanism works. It's like you push the plunger down and ink squirts up. I don't know. I'm sure if I actually, no, no, yes, no. I'm trying to tell myself I could figure it out if I thought about it for a minute more, but I'd rather just move on with my life, I guess. Anyways, okay. Wait, I just found on the website here, I was lying. It's not $65. I think that this Iris Special Edition one, which is the Rainbow Edition, I think it's $80. The $65 one is just plain. Like, the
plain clear demonstrator. If you want the rainbow colors, it's $80. Although it still doesn't smell like Skittles, like that one pen I got several videos ago. I still have that tube that I got, and I sometimes still take a whiff of that, just a quick huff, and it still smells like Skittles. I keep it shut just so more of the scent stays in there. Also remember that there is an art contest open for voting right now. Appeals and I are running the Peter's Otherworld Travel Diaries art contest, and voting is open until July 7th. So go look at what other people submitted to the contest and cast your votes. Link in the description. All right, I'm going now. All right, goodbye, good night, sleep tight, or wake up, whatever part of the day it is. Go have lunch, go have breakfast or dessert. It's all about meals, I guess. Dessert for breakfast. That's what's up. All right, goodbye.